Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Vampire Saga FF. I hope you are loving the story. When Tae was 7 years old, Taehyung walked towards the kitchen as soon as he finished showering. The 7 years old Taehyung was happy as soon as he saw that there was a lot of food on the table in the kitchen. Without wasting time, he then sat on the chair as at the dining table. Taehyung, you cooked so much food. Oma, his mother, who heard Taehyung's voice, then turned and smiled sweetly. She stepped closer to his son while carrying an empty cup of water and kissed his son's forehead gently. Oma, I cooked them especially for you, Tete. Where is your papa? Taehyung, he is in his room. Oma, after you finish, go send your papa to lunch, okay? Taehyung, nay, Amma. Oma, good boy. Oma then sat on the chair facing Taehyung. She saw Taehyung enjoying his lunch so heartily that it made her smile happily. Although they are a poor family and have many shortcomings, at least they have a very sweet and kind child like Taehyung. Taehyung looked at his mother. Taehyung, will you go to the garden after this, Oma? Nay, why? Do you want to come with me? Taehyung, nay, Ma. Can I come with you, Oma? Of course you can, baby, but before that you need to give your papa his lunch, then we can go to the garden together. Taehyung, nay, Amma. Without waiting any longer, Taehyung enjoyed his food again. After almost 10 minutes at the dining table, Taehyung finally got up and put his plate in the sink. Then he took a plate of rice and put the side dishes on the plate. Without wasting time, he then walked away from the kitchen, approached his father's room. Taehyung knocked on the door softly. Before stepping inside, he saw his father lying down. Taehyung stepped in, carrying lunch for his father. He sat down and looked at his father's face. Taehyung, here is your lunch, Appa. His father smiled sweetly as soon as he saw his son, and he then got up and leaned against the wall. Taehyung began to feed his Appa slowly. That's Taehyung's routine. He always feed his appa food because he is not well. His appa has cancer. They could not afford to send him father to hospital. Even though the hospital was only a few steps away from their house, that is the fate of their family as a poor family. Taehyung, today Oma cook a lot of food, Appa. Appa, really? Where did she get the foods? Taehyung, from the garden. She told me that everything she planted all this time has paid off. Appa, that's good then. At least we have food to survive. Taehyung, after this I will go follow Oma to the garden. Is it okay if I left you alone here, Appa? Appa, it's okay, Tete. Don't think about me, but take care of yourself, okay? I heard lately there are vampires in this area. Taehyung, vampire? Here, Appa. Yes, Tete. Taehyung, how can? Appa, vampires always look for humans as their victims. They will drink humans' blood to survive. Lately, many have been found dead on the side of the road and also in the forest because of their actions. They drink humans' blood to death. Oh, it's scary. Scaring me, Appa. I never thought that vampires still exist. Appa, they do still exist, but they disguised as human. That's why I want you and mother to be careful lately. Taehyung, okay, Appa. Don't worry, I will take care of myself and Uma too. I'm strong enough to protect Uma. Appa really. Appa smiled as soon as he heard his son's word. He then struck his son's head gently and kissed him. Taehyung is the source of their happiness for the both of them. Taehyung is a gem in both of their lives all the time. Tete, are you done? Let's go to the garden. It's getting dark. I'm afraid it will be raining soon. Taehyung, ne, Ma. Taehyung looked at his father's face and he smiled sweetly. Taehyung, Appa, we need to go. Appa, okay, Tete, take care. Taehyung, okay, Appa. Without wasting time, Taehyung then stepped towards the kitchen to wash his father's dishes. After that, he stepped out of the house and saw his mother waiting for him. Without wasting time, the two of them then stepped out of the small house and went to his mother's garden. Taehyung just held her mother's hand tightly throughout the journey. Taehyung realized that his mother had brought food supplies. Who is the food for? Taehyung, Uma? Uma, yes. Tete, Taehyung, the food is for whom? Uma, I forgot to tell you last week I found a puppy and he was injured. I treated him and now it's getting better. I put him to the garden so that he can take care of our garden. Taehyung, so the food is for puppy? Taehyung, Uma, yes, Tete. Taehyung, I see. After walking for 15 minutes, they finally arrived at the modernity garden. There were a lot of green plants, and that was the result of his mother's crops for many years. That's where they get their food. In addition to the fruit and vegetable plants in the garden, there is also a section of flower plant. There is also a small pond there surrounded by the red roses. Taehyung was surprised when he felt his mother pull his wrist and walk towards the large tree. As soon as he arrived at the big tree, Taehyung was surprised to see a very cute puppy. He has black and brown fur that his eyes are really beautiful. Taehyung, this is the puppy? Uma, yes, Tete. Taehyung, he is so cute. What is his name? Uma, I don't have any name yet. Do you have any idea, Tete? Tete, let me think about it. Uma, take your time, Tete. Taehyung returned to play with the puppy while his mother went to work. His mother was cleaning the garden area. She cut the grass and started to grow. Unbeknownst to them, there was a pair of red eyes watching their every move. It's a human's blood. Taehyung was surprised when suddenly the puppy barked very loudly. He tries to calm the puppy, but he failed. Taehyung, Uma, what happened to him? Why did he bark so loudly? Uma, Taehyung was surprised because his mother did not answer. The puppy barked louder as it looked towards Taehyung's back. Without wasting time, Taehyung then turned towards his back. Taehyung, Uma. Taehyung was shocked as soon as he saw his mother's body lying on the green grass. Without waiting any longer, Taehyung got up and approached his mother. He tried to observe every inch of his mother's body. Suddenly, his eyes stopped at his mother's right neck, which had scratches and marks. Taehyung, Uma, what happened? Uma, are you okay? Taehyung tried to check his mother's breathing, but he couldn't find any. Because he was not satisfied, he then put his index finger in his mother's nose. He felt no breath. Taehyung, Uma. Taehyung felt tears down his cheek as soon as he confirmed that his mother was dead. He remembered his father's word a moment while ago regarding vampires. His mother dies because of a vampire. Taehyung hugged his mother tightly and said, "I'm sorry, Amma. I failed to protect you. I'm so sorry." The sound of dog barking woke Taehyung from his dream. The event of 10 years ago came back to attacking his dream. He opened his both eyes and got up from his mattress. He looked at the clock and it was already 2 a.m. Without wasting time, Taehyung got up and stepped out of his house. He saw his dog barking in front of the house. As soon as he saw Taehyung, the dog stopped barking. Taehyung approached the dog to bend his body slightly while gently stroking the dog's head. "Taehyung, what happened then? Your barking made me wake up from my tight sleep." Taehyung barked again. While looking back, Taehyung tried to understand everything that Taehyung said. "Taehyung, what are you trying to show me, Taehyung?" Taehyung barked again. Taehyung then followed Taehyung's steps. Then, when he saw Taehyung started walking while barking, maybe Taehyung wanted to show him something. Taehyung was even more surprised when he saw Taehyung leading him towards his late mother's garden. As soon as he arrived at his mother's garden, Taehyung was very surprised to see a man dressed in black from head to toe. Taehyung then approached the man. He saw the man leaning against the tree in its weak state. The man looked at him with a weak look in his eyes. "Taehyung, hey." Taehyung saw the man covered in scratches and his black blood covering his clothes. Taehyung covered his nose because he couldn't stand the overpowering smell of blood. Taehyung tried to look at the man's face. "Taehyung, are you injured? What happened to you? And how can you be here at my mother's garden?" The man did not answer Taehyung's question. He just looked at Taehyung's face without saying a word. "Taehyung, it's okay, let me help you." Without wasting time, Taehyung approached to the man and placed his right hand on the shoulder. Taehyung hugged the man's waist tightly without waiting any longer. With all his strength, he then helped the man stand up. At that time, the distance between the two of them was so close that the man could feel something. He smelled the blood that he had been looking for. "I found you, my little Tete." At Taehyung's house, Taehyung placed Jungkook's body on the mattress with his bedroom. When he stepped outside to get a piece of cloth and water, after that he stepped back into his room and sat next to Jungkook. Jungkook just looked at him. Taehyung has grown up so much, very cute and beautiful man. It has been 15 years. Jungkook last saw his little Tete. His face is no less than an angel, and his smile is beautiful, boxy with the shape of heart's lips. The look in Taehyung's eyes is the same as it was 15 years ago. Jungkook did not expect that the two of them would meet so soon. Does Taehyung still remember him? Taehyung started to rinse the cloth and then he wiped Jungkook's skin, which was covered with blood. "Taehyung, I don't know what happened to you or what exactly you did until you got this much bleeding." "Jungkook, I got into a fight." "Taehyung, but this is not a normal fight." "Jungkook, are you alone? Where is your parents?" "Taehyung, both of them died when I was a child." "Jungkook, really?" Jungkook looks very surprised to know that Taehyung is now an orphan. He remembered 15 years ago when he first met Taehyung. Taehyung's father was still alive, but he was suffering from cancer. "Jungkook, so you lived here alone?" "Taehyung, nay. As you can see, I live here with Taehyung too." "Jungkook, Taehyung, the dog." "Jungkook, I see." After making sure all the blood was wiped away, Taehyung then reached for the ointment from his drawer. He then applied the medicine to Jungkook's wound on his neck. Taehyung, what is your name? Jungkook. Jungkook? Taehyung, how can I call you? Jungkook Hyung. Taehyung, Jungkook Hyung. Jungkook, no need the name. Jungkook, just call me Hyung. Taehyung, seems like you are older than me. Jungkook, of course, but I like it if you call me Hyung, just Hyung. Taehyung, Hyung. Jungkook, yes. Taehyung returned to focus on his work to bandage Jungkook's wound. After almost an hour of all, Jungkook's wound was fully treated. Taehyung looked at Jungkook's face and he smiled sweetly. He let Jungkook lie back on the bed. Taehyung, you need to rest because you lost a lot of blood. Jungkook, thank you so much. Taehyung just smiled sweetly at Jungkook. Without wasting time, he got up because he wanted to wash the sheet of clothes he used to wipe Jungkook's blood earlier. Just as he was about to walk away, Taehyung suddenly felt a hand grab his wrist. Taehyung couldn't balance his body, so he fell on top of Jungkook's chest. The distance between the two of them was so close that they could feel each other's breath. Taehyung looked at Jungkook's face. Jungkook, we meet again, and once again, you saved me, little Tete. Taehyung, little Tete, how can you know my name? Who are you? Jungkook, you don't remember me. Taehyung, what do you mean? Jungkook, you saved me 15 years ago, little Tete. Taehyung, 15 years ago? Jungkook, yeah. Don't you remember? Taehyung, no, I don't. Jungkook, your answer disappoint me, my little Tete. Jungkook pushed Taehyung's body closer to him while Jungkook hugged Taehyung tightly. Then he gently caressed Taehyung's waist while looking into Taehyung's eyes without wasting time. Jungkook then kissed Taehyung's neck and Taehyung was surprised. Jungkook, you should remember me, little Tete, because I'm the owner of your sweet blood. Taehyung, sweet blood? What nonsense are you talking about? Jungkook, nonsense? Not at all, little Tete. Taehyung, what do you mean? Jungkook linked Taehyung's neck again. He was holding himself back from drinking Taehyung's neck, but he had to take it slow. Jungkook, you are mine. Since 15 years ago, you are tattooed to be mine, little Tete. No one can take you from me, Taehyung. Jungkook, now it's time for me to claim my sweet blood of you. Taehyung tried to free himself, but he couldn't. Feel a strong grip on his waist, and they felt pain. Jungkook has his fangs and claws out. The strong grip on Taehyung's waist made Taehyung feel to release himself without wasting time. Jungkook then drank Taehyung's blood so greedily that Taehyung passed out. He deliberately let Taehyung leave because he had his own plans. Jungkook looked at Taehyung's face, which was lying weakly on his chest. Jungkook licked his lips, which were filled with Taehyung's blood. Then Jungkook kissed Taehyung's forehead, his mark, until his fangs showed, while said, I got my sweet blood and I'm not gonna let you go, my little Tete. At the palace, Yungi looked at Jungkook's face, which was smiling happily since returning to the palace the midnight. And now it's 4:30 a.m. Jungkook looked so happy. Yungi was even more surprised when Jungkook brought a 24-year-old man home with him to the palace. Yungi walked up to Jungkook. He sat in front of Jungkook and looked at his younger brother's face. Yungi, you should just sit in the palace instead of going outside looking for victims. Look what had happened to you. You came home hurt, and luckily you were treated by him. Jungkook, don't worry about me. Jung, did you forget that I am the strongest and fairest vampire? Yungi, did you forget what happened 3 years ago? You are now no longer the strongest vampire, Mr. John. The incident from 3 years ago is still fresh in Yungi and Jungkook's memory. The incidents when Jin was on a vacation and where Jungkook is very angry when he knows that the new chef, his one-off relative Kai, gave him stale blood from dinner. Jungkook was so angry with Kai that he decided to drink Kai's blood until Kai died. As a result of Jungkook's greed and self-important behavior, Jungkook's strength as a vampire is getting weaker day by day. This is the rule of vampires. Vampires cannot drink the blood of their own relatives, and if they do, the vampire will experience weakness. Only one blood can save them, and that is sweet, noble blood, which is really hard to find in the world. Yungi, by the way, I smell something from him. What? Yungi, he has a noble blood inside him, doesn't he? Jungkook, you got it, Jung. That's why I brought him here, and I'm not gonna let him go because he is my key of my life. Yungi, where did you find him? Jungkook smirked while looking at his older brother, then said, I met him 15 years ago when he was 9 years old. To be continued. So everyone, I made a mistake. Number mistake in the start. It was not 10 but 17 years ago when his mother died, Taehyung's mother. So I hope you will understand it and correct it while reading. Okay, so see you again with another episode of this story. Till then, take care, say bye bye.